Recording. Oh, does it pop up on here? You need to clear your throat or anything? You need some water? Don't be coughing all crazy. You need some water?
They need a sip.
You got the people in here?
No, not yet.
They're coming in. Yeah, it's we get it now, guys.
Okay, it's unmuted.
Oh,
Ready?
hello, everyone. Welcome back. This is the final series of the week. This week, we have been going over essential aspects of the campus exposure outside of the classroom, and helping you to build a successful HU experience. And tonight, you're back with me. I've been here all week with you, but now we're going to talk from our department, student activities. I am Calvin Harris, Assistant Director of Student Activities, and today I am joined with my boss. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the people.
My name is Anzell, Harrell, Director of Student Activities here at Hampton University, your home by the sea.
All right, and students, some students call him Mr. Rel, some people call him Coach once you really get to know him. So if you hear me flicker back and forth, it's because I call him Coach. So I apologize in advance. I don't want to confuse you, but Coach is Mr. Harrell, okay? So, all right, Coach. So all week long, we've been talking to parents and students on the line. They'll have questions at the end when we do allow for questions to come in. But today we're just going to talk about our department. We're going to talk about all the hard work that we've been doing and making sure that this upcoming fall for in-person instruction, that we are prepared to offer all things, clubs and organizations, social events, and some other important factors that are coming up, okay?
All right.
So first, go ahead and explain to people, what is our mission in student activity?
Our mission in student activities is to implement and create opportunities for our students outside of the classroom so they can become better people and understand the lay of the land as far as Hampton University is concerned, and to be able to go other places, do other things, see other colleges, see other college students, and understand that they're here to better themselves and to become the leaders and the things that Hampton University represents.
So our office is located on the first floor of the Student Center, closest to the Greek Plaza. It is the office that has full glass in it, so you can see it from the street. We are fully staffed right now, seeking more assistance, but we have 3 assistant directors. All of us kind of handle different clubs and organizations. But one of the popular questions parents always ask, or students want to know, is how many clubs and organizations do we have, and which ones do we manage in our office?
Well, we manage all of them.
Right, true.
First of all, we manage all of them, but we have over 70 clubs and organizations. We have the Student Government Association, we have leadership programs, we have honor societies, we have academic departmental organizations, we have Greek letter organizations, we have a host of social fellowships, and we just have a host of organizations that maintain activities that they do throughout our campus.
Yeah, and a lot of times it's so good when students are coming from all over. A lot of students, their freshman year, our organizations are published, as well as you will be able to, we give out pamphlets once you get here of all of our organizations. We're currently updating our website, so our website is not fully updated, but that hopefully will be changed by the start of the school year. But one good thing here at Hampton University, we allow students to speak their voice. And if we do not offer anything that a student is interested in, then they can form their own organization, or with our assistance, we will kind of form something with them so that it might not become an official club organization, but we do have interest groups. Like if somebody wants to start a book club, a and things like that. We are definitely trying to create that atmosphere because we want everybody to have a safe space.
Well, the thing about it is with the different clubs and organizations that we have on campus, it's easy when a student has an idea to pair them with someone or a club or organization so that that enables them to get their idea out there and have someone to assist them and help them and to develop the organization in which they want to try to start.
All right. So every club and organization here on campus has to be reactivated every year. Meaning they have to update their information. I know we've been virtual for a full year now. So what is the activation period for this upcoming school year for any club or organization?
Well, to reactivate clubs and organizations, it will open the first day of classes in September, and it will close the last day of September as far as the reactivation period is concerned. And you have the opportunity to activate your clubs and organizations, and then we will have fairs. We will have organizational fairs in the fall and in the spring.
Okay.
So that students will be aware of all the clubs and organizations that we have on our campus, and they will be able to choose and pick from the litter and see what they want and see what interests them.
All right. So let's correct a lot of things. We get a lot of comments and stuff we see on social media, but tell the people, are we having events in the fall or not?
We are having events in the fall.
So you hear it first, everyone. It is
Yeah.
not a true statement that we are not going to hold events for our students. I don't know where that came from, but
Yeah,
we will be having events in the fall.
we will, but they will be conducted. Let's understand that they will be conducted via CDC guidelines and have the university guidelines.
Right.
And the first thing is safety. And we have to keep our students safe, your children safe, and we want to make sure that they enjoy their experience here. So we're going to, we've been told how to do what we need to do to make sure our events are live events and people will be able to come in and enjoy our events and enjoy themselves while they're here in their college experience.
All right. So also within our, in our student center, Mr. Harrell does manage our student center facility. We have various meeting rooms and social rooms such as the fitness center, the game room, theater, a bowling alley that is currently about to go under renovation, so we don't know how long that will be down for us.
Well, it should be ready by September.
Okay, that's good.
And what we're doing is we're changing the lanes. We're making it user friendly, and it will be there at the convenience of our students.
Right. So you previously talked about when we talk about clubs and organizations, people that are not a part of a club or we're trying to partner up with people. How do they go about being able to reserve?
Well, we have an online system called Localist right now. And they will have to go in 21 days prior to an event or get with an organization prior to the event that they're trying to put on and put their, whatever the event is in on the Localist calendar. They have to have date, time, place, room. If they need any tables, chairs, whatever they need for their event, they put that online. And there's an approval process, and it will come back and it'll come out on the main calendar for the university, what that event is and when it is, where it is, and who will be hosting.
Okay. So before we talk about things of nature where our students are able to join, first, a lot of our participants this week have been incoming freshmen. And one of the things I just want to explain to them is one thing that if anybody wishes to get involved as a freshman, the first week when you are here doing NSO week, New Student Orientation Week, I myself will be advertising to you and open up the option for the students to run for freshman class office. We are going to go through a whole 2-week election period where you get to campaign, hold a debate, and things of that nature for all positions for the freshman class. freshman class president, vice president, treasurer, parliamentarian, sergeant at arms, secretary, Miss Freshman attendant, as well as Mr. Freshman. It is very important here that we do have a royal court. You do advise Mr. Pirate as well as Miss Hampton University. And so they do have a court here. So any young lady that wishes to become a female representation for a class can run for the title of Miss Freshman. Anyone that wishes to be the female representation that assists Miss Hampton University can run for Miss Freshman Attendant. So there are two misses of the freshman class. And then any gentleman that wishes to be on the royal court alongside Mr. Pirate can run for Mr. Freshman. So that is going to take place. You will see the flyers. It is open. So if you have any desire to run for class office, that is a great opportunity for our freshman students to really get to learn administration, be more active in campus, as well as build their first stepping stone into their college life.
And what I want people to understand, especially about the Miss Hampton part, the Miss Hampton attendant and Mr. Pirate attendant, when you run for those offices, I want you to make sure that that's what you want to do now, because there are a lot of events and things that Miss Hampton and Mr. Pirate have to cover. They have to go out into the community and do things. They do things on campus. They do things with our athletic events. And you have to be in tune to helping them. That's what you are there for, to aid them. And at some point in your career, you may make the choice to run for Mr. Pirate or Miss Hampton. So you have to actually be in it to get the knowledge from it to make sure that you can do the things that you want to do.
And although freshmen are not able to join the first semester, but they do have the option of joining this organization their second semester freshman year. We're going to go ahead and talk about the elite of the elite at Hampton, the most distinguished organization on our campus outside of Greeks. But it is the Greer Dawson Wilson Student Leadership Training Program that we are also proud of. It is probably the largest organization on our campus that helps administration and facilitates a lot of formal events on our campus. So let's go ahead and explain to the students and parents about SLP.
Well, SLP, the Greer Dawson Wilson Student Leadership Training Program, is designed to teach our students to be leaders, to go out and be supportive of our university events that happen on our campus, the events that happen in the community, going out doing tutoring in the community. I've been a part of student leadership programs that have done over 5,000 hours community service and tutoring, going to the food bank, different things, and you learn responsibility as well as you learn to be honest and truthful with whatever you go to do and help people believe in you. And the student leadership program is surrounded by great people nationwide. We have lawyers, doctors, you name it. We have them that have come out of the student leadership program, and they are doing well in this society, well in this world, and they are out there still helping fellow student leaders that are still here, that are matriculating to job situations and helping them get job situations when they graduate from Hampton University. So it's a program that really, it's my heart. And I get kind of passionate when I talk about it because they are the best activities group on this campus. There's nothing that they're not involved in. There's nothing that they don't go to. There's no events that they will not cover. All we have to know is where to be and when to be there. And we're always there. And these kids, so they give up a lot. They give up a lot of their social life because they're here to make sure that the students here at Hampton University are in the position to get the things that they need and have a good experience outside of the classroom, or they even go as far as helping you with your academics in the classroom. So, like I said, student activities, that's where it is.
All right. And so we might have some returning students on the line. I know everybody was wondering previously if we were going to hold intake for SLP this past spring. We did not have that. We decided not to collaborate as a staff to do it this particular year virtually. However, on next year, we will, for any returning student that is interested in joining the SLP training program, we will be having intake in the fall,
Right.
as well as turn around having it in the spring. So if you are a freshman, if you see that we're doing intake this fall, please do not get discouraged, because we will give you the same opportunity to join in the spring. However, we will ask that you do maintain your GPA, because in order to join the Grid Austin Wilson Student Leadership Program, you must have a 2.5 GPA or higher for the semester, as well as your cumulative. So most
And
freshmen
it needs to
do
be
get
the semester prior to.
Yeah, but for freshmen.
Right, for freshmen, it will be that first semester that you're here.
Yeah, so just freshmen, make sure that you kick off your school academic year with the highest GPA possible. Utilize all resources, because a lot of things on our campus are GPA regulated in order to join, whether you wish to come onto my field of joining a Greek letter organization. For all that don't know, you're sitting amongst Alpha and Omega. I am a man of Alpha Phi Fraternity Incorporated.
And I am a man of Omega Psi Phi.
So you got the Alpha and Omega. It's a little Alpha Phi, but we are here. So we do hold at Harrell University, we hold membership in the spring time for all Greek letter organizations, as well as not only do we have MPHC, we do have our campus, and this is the first time we are proud to announce that this year, fall 21, this will be the first time in probably 13 years that we will have the full Divine Nine active on our yard. We are looking forward to that positive energy. All of our organizations have been reactivated and off of suspension and what have you, but everyone will be here in the fall. So that is a kudos to our students. But we also have CIO, which is the Council of Independent Organizations. So we have CIO, which is a musical, CIO, Phi Nu Alpha Symphonia of America. They are a musical fraternity. We have Sigma Alpha Iota, which is also a musical fraternity, but it is for females. They do not use the term sorority. We have Chi the Phi, which is a nursing sorority. We have Tau Beta Sigma, which is a marching band sorority, and we have just started a colony of Kappa Kappa Psi, which is a male fraternity band organization. And then we have Persian Rifles and Persian Angels on our campus for military fraternity. So our campus is very well-rounded. Sometimes we get the students that say there's nothing to do, and it's just sometimes so amazing, because everybody
The only way
always doing
you're
something.
gonna do anything that you choose not to do it, because we have things here for you to do.
And we do, and also we do have another director in the office, Miss Christina James. So she holds 2 beauty bashes a year.
Right.
So young ladies, if you know how to do makeup, hair, all things girl, grooming, as well as men that are barbers and stuff, they come out, they can express their talents. I do utilize them for the fashion shows. So anybody that has a skill set of doing makeup, hair, and stuff like that, you can join the fashion show committee to help do hair and makeup, as well as other opportunities. Once a lot of these young ladies have done makeup independently, they get hired to do makeup for a senior ball, soju, and stuff like that. So, Mr. Harrell, let's talk about it. The seniors want to know about what, we've had 2 senior classes that have left us who have not experienced senior week.
And bless their heart. And they don't know, I missed it just as bad as they did. But we are going to try to get back into the swing of things. Like I said, things that we do, we will do them as CDC, with CDC guidelines, and the more things open up, the more that we'll do, the more that we'll be able to do, and the more that the university allows us to do, we will be able to do. You know, we will have some of our regular senior week activities, and we will have a senior class meeting once everyone gets back in the fall. Just so happen, I just happen to get the senior class. I'm the advisor to the senior class. So we will be planning events that are good for them and things that they want to do.
All right. And although right now we don't know, I also, with you, oversee Parents Weekend. We do not know if we're going to have Parents Weekend this year. And hopefully within the next month or so, we will get that okay to allow our parents to come down and enjoy those activities. But the last question is, will there be homecoming events?
There's going to be homecoming 2020.
All right, so you all heard it. I know everybody's already seen on the internet. October 9th, 2021, Hampton University will be hosting our in-person homecoming. And once again, our events have been set up for approval by the Infectious Disease Committee. Right. So hopefully, you know, everything goes well, but they have announced a date in athletics. So please continue to check the website for more information about that and our social media page, because we will definitely be posting. But yes, everyone, there will be an in-person homecoming, possibly with some restrictions, probably. But we are definitely going to bring you the best of the events and welcome everyone back to the home by the sea. So
and understand that we're here to make it an enjoyable experience for alumni, for our current students, and we're going to do the best that we can to give them the events that make it a joyful event and a special occasion. And all we want you to do is please just whatever the guidelines are, let's abide by them, and we can move forward.
Yeah, so we will be hosting once again early in the semester our first clubs and organization fair. You all will see our events calendar that will be posted in August. So, but for any reason, everyone, if there's anything that you have a question about, just stop by our office. Mrs. Duckett is our administrative assistant, and she will always get you an appointment with us. If not, we're always walking around the student center. We're very approachable. Sometimes I just sit in the atrium and just sit at the tables, and I'm always around the students. So if you ever feel as though you want to talk to me or talk to Mr. Harrell or Mrs. James, please do not hesitate. We want everybody to be as involved and active as possible on campus within organizations, as well as your class. Every class here has a very strong bond. This is a traditional class, whether you're Ogre, Quintessence, Onyx, everybody here kind of gets along with mix and mingle, but yes, so with that being said, Mr. Harrell, we're gonna open up the line. I see a few hands, so we're gonna take a few live questions. All right with that?
I'm ready for it.
All right. The first hand I see is Mr. Ed Jackson.
Yes, good evening, everyone. How are you?
Hello.
My twin sons will be starting in the fall. I'm excited. I'm from the first Onyx class and most congenial from that class, and Mr. Panhellenic in the big event during homecoming weekend after that, which kind of leads me to my next question. Did you say that all the Greeks will be online? I mean, not online, will be on the yard this year?
They will be eligible for any process that we will have in the spring.
Right.
But everybody is off probation. Everybody's clear right now.
Okay.
Barring anything crazy happening, we'll all be ready to go in the spring.
If you don't, you wish sharing what organization you're affiliated with?
I'm a Sigma.
Okay, so yeah, what we did,
Yes.
So Phi Beta Sigma did not participate in virtual intake this past year, but they had run the previous year. So their school has always been in good standing since reactivation. But on our campus, this upcoming year, they have 9 members.
Okay,
They are here, will be here. And on moving day, our Greeks are on campus with the student leaders for moving day.
Barring,
Right.
barring that we get permission for them to
Yeah.
come. They will.
okay.
So
So,
you'll be able to see them because they are wearing their letters.
All right, yep, looking forward to Beta Gamma and let's see what GE and all you cats, Gamma over there. And then the other thing, I did want to just highlight and sign off what you were saying about senior week. I had the luxury, although my mother would not have agreed with that, of being at senior week twice because I graduated a semester late. And it is just an amazing, tremendous event. So yep, looking forward for my sons doing it, but only doing it one time.
yeah. But, you know, it's ironic that you say that because, you know, because when senior week is here, it's like, it's a burst of energy for all of us. We look forward to attending the event, chaperoning the events and make sure that everyone stays safe. And everybody just has a great time. And that's what senior week is for.
Right.
That's what it's about, to
Yep.
celebrate your time here in Hampton and to get things and be with your friends and have.
And you also, one thing we failed to mention is, we also host a sophomore junior cabaret.
Right.
It is a week-long event, but yes, the sophomores and juniors do meet off campus in formal and semi-formal attire for a night of elegance as well. As well as freshman year, we do have freshman ball in the spring, which is held on campus underneath Ms. Petra Johnson. So every year, every class has some type of formal event on a different night that we all kind of, you know, get dressed up for and just have a nice classy time. So
Right, and you still have the senior balls and all the Greek organizations still have the cabarets, right?
yeah, that's kind of changed over there.
That's kind of changed over the years. Some of them have different events during homecoming weekend, but all the cabarets don't still exist. We have one or two. DE still has theirs.
However, if an organization wishes to host a cabaret of their own, they have every right. They just have to work with the university. So it's not like the university has banned that option. The fraternities just have stepped away from, but Omega Psi Phi still hosts theirs.
Okay. My cousin Dotch Jackson would like to hear that. That's good. All right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. Nice meeting you again.
Nice meeting you guys.
Hello, did you say Corey Jackson?
Yes, ma'am. How are
Oh,
you?
hello. Hello, Mr. Harrell, Mr. Harris, how are you?
All right, how are you?
Excellent. Quick question. I was experiencing some technical issues. So I have an incoming freshman and I was wondering about auditions for certain groups like the Terpsichoreans or the cheerleading team. You mentioned an activities calendar in August. I kind of heard that. Is that where that information will be shared?
Well, what will happen? Once the fall gets here, with those organizations, they will put up their signage, their flyers and things for people to come and join them or audition with them. And they will make decisions when they get here in the fall for those students that want to be a part of what they are part of, to be able to audition for that. And they have to, you know, a lot of things that people don't understand when it comes to those different organizations, community service is the key.
So they do community service. However, your incoming freshmen during NSO week, we do a mini organizational fair. They will come in contact with the cheerleaders and the dancers. So they will be able to walk up and talk to them and talk to the coach to figure out their procedures. For Terpsichorean dance team, they always send up their announcement via email within the first 2 weeks of school. So the biggest thing is that they check their Hampton University email to get that, but they do send out their audition alerts early in the school year, as well as in our student center. We do have a what's happening Hampton News Bulletin board that they always post their flyer on. But most times the Terps are very creative in how they announce their auditions, because they might do a little formal thing at the on the plots or some type of thing in the atrium. So they are very creative in letting you know when they are taking their audition. So it'll be no secret.
And the one thing that Mr. Harris said that you want to make sure that your student does is pay attention to their emails. When they, a lot of students, I've been here long enough to know, a lot of students will see something pop up from Hampton University and they'll just scroll past it or delete it, and they don't know whether it's important or not. So they need to make sure that they check their email.
As well as our social media page. We'll post that up at the on campus as well.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Ms. Martin?
Hello. This has been very helpful. So Mr. Harris knows I've been on all week. So I first want to say it again.
I said I cannot.
What'd you say?
I said I can't wait to meet you in person. You have been with us.
I know. It's like a little weird. It's gonna feel weird, right? So, but this has been really, really helpful. So thank you for just doing these sessions all week long. They've been very informative. It's one thing to have been I'm alumni. So now I'm on the other side as a parent. I'm like a little stressed out. There's a lot of paperwork. I'm like, God, did my parents do all this? I mean, I don't know. But so it's a little stressful, being on the parent side, but I really appreciate all these sessions. I'm going to make sure my son watches the recordings because he's at work every evening. So he's missing all of this. I just want to know, how will you let us know about the financial aid one, because that's the one that the parents are, with bated breath. We want to talk to financial aid.
Yes, okay. So separately, Dr. Emmett as well as Ms. Petra Johnson have gotten in contact with Martin Miles. I do not know the exact date. It will tentatively be Wednesday after next, okay? The same flyer will be going out. I am currently working on that publication. So it will probably be sent out via email Monday, no later than Tuesday.
Okay.
Okay,
All right.
but I just don't, I know it takes place the week after next. I just don't know the exact date and time off of the top of my head. But yes, that would be a full session totally for financial aid.
Thank you so much.
All right. And Ms. Petra does have, what's your son's name?
His first name is Harrell. Say it again.
Are you as the parent receiving the email, or is your son getting the email?
He's getting them. So that means they're going into a black hole. So I have now, I have his passcodes because I have given up on this whole checking his email because I'm over it.
I was not aware if our communication was going out to parents or just the students.
I wish it was,
Okay.
but it's not.
All right. So just all parents on the line by next Tuesday, just ask to see if they have received it. But yes, the same format, it'll be sent out.
All right. Thank you so much.
All righty. Thank you. Shakisha Jones.
Hi. So before you said that you couldn't wait to meet the individual that spoke before me, I was thinking I cannot wait to meet you because I've been watching you all week.
I know.
And
it gives me such good energy.
I do want to tell the mom that just spoke, I had the same issue because all of the Hampton information was going to my son's Gmail. So I just linked his Gmail to my Gmail. So now I see when the emails come into his email box.
You done started something now, Miss Jones. Thank you, man.
Yes,
yes.
I linked, I told him to give me his password and I linked his Gmail to my Gmail. So now whenever something comes, I'm like, did you see this? There's a call tonight. Did you see this? You need to be filling out this information. But
you can link it. So I'm clicking on that. Thank you.
Yeah, you can link their email, any email. It can be Outlook, it can be AOL, it can be whatever, to your email. You can link it as long as you know their password.
So, but that's a good idea. We can't promote that, but
Oh.
it works for you. But yes, unfortunately, I will not be present if your student is coming here for pre-college move-in day. But Mr. Harrell and other directors will be. However, if you are going to be on campus for new student orientation for freshmen or sophomore move-in, I will be very visible in all of the dorms. Everybody should know me, so if you just say where student activities at, they'll get you to Mr. Harrell or myself, and we will definitely look forward to meeting all of you.
I have one question about a session that occurred earlier this week, and it was about the moving in. It was during the residence life section. So
Okay.
once I bring him there and we get his room set up and our 2-hour window is over, when am I allowed to come back on campus?
So I'm gonna have to. I don't know the answer to that.
Okay.
That is a question that will have to go to Mr. Morrison.
Okay.
But he'll really give one of us a call tomorrow.
Or we're gonna put his email address into the chat,
Mm-hmm.
so you can email him directly, and you can put my email address in as well, Ms. James, and then you all can email me that question, and I'll get it to the proper department. But I don't recall when they are after move-in day, when you are able to come back.
And it is, so like, is he able to leave, or is that a question that I need to email as well?
I'm gonna prefer to stay in my lane and just ask you to contact. But just know while he's here, we got him on events.
Okay, I got you. Thank you.
I don't want to give out false information.
Right.
All right, was that all, Ms. Jones?
Yes, that's it.
All right, thank you so much.
Have a good evening.
Mr. Jackson, you back? We can't hear you on mute.
I'll introduce my sons a little ahead of time. That's them there when I last went down for homecoming in 2018 by the Barack Obama statue. So like I said, they're twins. They're going to be starting in the fall. And here's the thing. I'm like my friend Sharon. I'm also, like I said, a Hampton alumni. And I just, so far things have seemed pretty easy. I keep thinking that I'm missing something, that my wife and I are missing something with this process. Is there like a, I know there's the housing folks, there's the business office. I know there is, what else? Registration. Is there like a one-stop? I mean, what would you suggest if we wanted to like make the fewest calls after we dial 757-727-5000? What department would that be so they can say, check, everything's good?
That if your sons are incoming freshmen, you need to be working with Ms. Petra Johnson.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get the emails from her. Okay. So give her a call.
I'll be perfectly honest with you. Ms. Johnson is very connected to her email, her telephone. I'm not going to call her a workaholic, but she definitely runs freshman studies fine-tunedly. So if you were to email her, Petra Johnson, and have a question, she'll be able to respond back. Now, please also understand that she did announce, and I don't know the date of this that is going to take place. I know that her and Dr. Amen are working on that as well, but they will be doing your parent orientation session as well. And that's strictly for parents, because that information goes directly to the parent, so that you can get in on her webinar and recap. But I think for the most part, this week we have covered, after admissions, we have covered all of our bases. Financial aid is the biggest ticket, because financial aid kind of works with student accounts as far as holds and things. So once that session takes place, we got the next, you should be pretty much covered.
Great. Thank you, sir.
All right. Roger Humphreys.
Yes, quick question. Did I hear someone say that you can actually tie the Hampton U email to your Google mailbox for
Yeah,
access?
that was Mrs. Jones.
Yes, that was
That
me.
was the principal's office.
Yes, you can link any email, you can link it to your Gmail as long as you know the password for that email. So if you're using Gmail, you can just go to the settings and look. I think it says POP. It'll say like POP, Outlook, and something else. And you just put in the address that you want to link, and then you need to put in the password and say how far back you want to sync it. And if you're having trouble, just Google it. But yeah, you can do that. I did that when my child was in middle school because they functioned in this all digital environment, and he's 17 right now. He's always been a year younger, and I was just getting frustrated with him not, keeping up with his email and stuff like that. So I just linked it years ago.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Logan Russell.
So I'm sorry, we just joined the call and this is our first day of orientation. So it may be another session to ask the question, but my daughter took some dual enrollment courses and her transcript is ready. Do we send that to the registrar's office or to the woman, Patra Johnson? My question is for the pre-college program, they have her signed up for English 101 or 111, whatever it is, and she's already taken that. So we'd like to be able to send the transcript so she can have her proper courses um, selected and we can go ahead and pay for her books. So
Yeah.
just wondering who the person will be to send that to. And
So she did address that on this past Monday, and it's going to Miss Patra Johnson, PATRA.Johnson@hampton.edu. Send her the transcript, the name, and I believe you have an HUID.
Yes.
All right, send her that information with the proper contact, and she is reviewing all of that and will make sure that she's in the right courses.
Okay, thanks so much.
The books to be ordered or picked up once your student comes here on campus.
Okay, thank you. Also, have they selected or identified roommates for the pre-college program? Is there somewhere my daughter can look that up to see who her summer roommate is?
For our understanding, for the summer pre-college program, all students are housed individually. They do not have roommates for pre-college.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Okay.
And also, I'm sorry, my family's in the background. Can they leave campus during the day, during the pre-college program, or are they supposed to stay on campus the entire time? I know they have a curfew, but can they actually leave campus?
I cannot advise them to leave campus. They do have, outside of their classes, there are other programs going on that they should be attending. But that is also a question for Ms. Patra Johnson or Mr. Morrison of Residence Life. I don't have the answer for that.
Okay, thank you.
All right, but if you did miss any session, did you see our flyer invitation?
I'm sorry, yes, I did.
Okay, so at the bottom of our flyer, it does have the link where you can see all of our past sessions from this week. If you just want to log in to our YouTube channel and watch any of those sessions. No later than Monday morning, everyone will be receiving another flyer just like this with every department's contact information and point of contact. I'm working on that now, so hopefully that'll go out by tomorrow afternoon or by Monday morning. So
okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Keelan Clay, I know you.
It's Colin. Hey, how's it going? So I had a question about because I know you guys have a big thing about being involved in everything. So I guess my question is because I also do acting and everything. So along with that, there's auditions and everything. So is there a program or something that work with students with that or anything?
Yes. So in Armstrong Hall in our liberal arts and education They do have a club called the Hampton Players, which is an acting theatrical club that you can join. They do host 2 plays on campus a year, one in the fall and one in the springtime, as well as they do host little, they always handle like certain things like at pageants and stuff. They might do our intermissions along with the Turks Aquarium. So we definitely will use you. But if there's anything else outside of that that you want to do, when you get on campus, just come to student activities and check me out, and I'll be able to see which area you want to go in and see where we can utilize.
Yes, sir. Okay, thank you. And I also have one more question. So, because I know the NCAA have like certain regulations about athletes making money and everything. So, like, is it like, I get, because I know they're in the middle of changing a lot of things. So I guess like how would you go about when it comes to getting a job or whatnot, just to keep yourself sustained or whatnot?
You would have to speak with the coordinators over in the athletic department, and they will give you guidance on what you can and can't do. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you. That's all I had.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Michael Slider.
Yeah, I have one question. So how was it done in the past in terms of leaving campus? I'm thinking, I know you don't have the specifics, but surely you don't drop your kid off on the 18th and they stay in those gates until the 23rd of July.
In the past, before COVID, freshmen were still held accountable to curfew. And if they were checking out for longer periods of time where they were missing curfew, the parent would have to sign a document releasing them back to them, and that would have to be turned in advance to the residence hall director.
And so curfew was normally about what time?
Oh, good question. Hold on, it just came out. Let me go back to my notes. Okay, for freshmen, first year students, Sunday through Thursday, curfew is at 10:30, and on Friday and Saturday, curfew is at midnight.
So does that mean they can leave campus and they must be back on campus by 10:30 or midnight on Saturdays? Or are you saying that they get dropped off on the 18th and they can't leave campus until July 23rd?
So that's what I was saying. That question would have to go to Mr. Morrison, because I only know what is in our student handbook previously. So I don't know how they're handling it for this upcoming year.
Okay, all right.
You know that they posted a curfew because our events have to, we're holding a lot of events on campus, and I know our events have to end by a certain time so that students can return back to their residence hall. But I do not have any information on how they are able to leave campus if need be, or if an emergency comes up.
Okay, that's all I have. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Sorry about that.
No, it's no problem.
All right, do we have any more questions for us this evening? All right, one last one. Latoya Christian.
Hi there.
Hey.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I really just had a statement. I just wanted to say that I actually am a parent of a student who will be coming in freshman this fall as a freshman, and I live by the linked email. It is such a blessing. If I was not linked to his email, I probably wouldn't know half the stuff that's going on. So I highly recommend linking the email. It works.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you all. All right, everyone. It has been a pleasure. Thank everybody for supporting us this week. Please also remember, if you missed a session or want to recap anything, check out our YouTube channel. The link is at the bottom of the flyer. Upcoming will be our financial aid session week after next. We'll get that information out to everybody as soon as possible. As well as I'll make sure that it is posted on our Hampton University website underneath, it'll probably go underneath freshman studies area, because that is who is requesting this session. But once again, everyone, we are so glad that we are opening up our doors for in-person instruction this fall. We have missed the vibe of the campus.
Yeah, we missed the student.
And just like dealing with you all now via Zoom, it is almost time to put down the computers and let's get back to some safe in-person activities. But if you all ever have any questions for freshmen, please reach out to Ms. Petra Johnson, as well as if you have any activities questions, just contact the Office of Student Activities and one of our staff will be more than happy to assist you and point you in the right direction. Our office is open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. We are here after hours select days, but if you just call or send an email to us, we will definitely respond and help point you in the right direction.
And I would like to just say, I have the best staff on this campus, bar none. And you know, some people would probably try to dispute that, but I'm not having it. And as our illustrious president always says, and our illustrious VP, Dr. Barbara LaSure-Inman always says, things just don't happen. And there's somebody that has to be there to make them happen. And that's why we're here. And that's why we will be here to help your student matriculate through Hampton University.
All right, everyone. Thank you all for joining us. Have a great night, and I'll see you all week after next.